All right. So now to say thank you for our first ever fan request.
Now, I want to say this up front. If I butcher this, it is not personal. I didn't mean to do it. I apologize. So Neko Zuihan or Neko Zuhijan, however we say it. I think it's a great name. Yeah, but thank you for the comment.
Yeah, and that came from, that request was made on our parlor. It was one of two requests. We'll get to the second one. And hopefully we met some
semblance of what they wanted.
Yeah. I do want to state that he does amazing artwork online. And if you are on parlor, go check him out because I only follow very few people and he's actually one of them. So it was awesome that he reached out to us and requested this. Thank you.
What's his topic?
What?
What's the...
Oh, for toxic masculinity and the war on boys.
There's a real war.
Hi, welcome to Point Main, a conservative news/comedy site that takes various themes, strings them together to make a point.
We do.
And today we are doing our first ever user request.
I'm pretty excited about it.
To cover a topic. Toxic masculinity. Yes.
So toxic.
So masculine.
So toxic. I gotta say it.
And well, we do feel there's a lot of jerk men out there. I mean, gender roles have benefited people since tribal days to now. Yeah. And one of those recipients, and I'm going to make a case for it, was Lizzie Borden, who, if it wasn't for gender roles, would have been found guilty as hell. I'm on to you, Lizzie. And why it was a gentler time when men let women get away with murder. Probably not good for society, but a gentler time. But first...
Well, I've always maintained that Godzilla was a woman. So to get that out there, the kill count was pretty high. But yeah, I think this is great. I've been waiting for some user, requests for content for a while, so please keep these coming. Follow us on YouTube, follow us on Rumble, and follow us on Parler. This is going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Let's do this thing.
Why do you think Godzilla was a woman? Is it because it has Liz in the name?
Actually, in my mind, Godzilla and then Sheila kind of sounded similar. So
John Leguizamo once said his first marriage.
That's where I get all my great life stories from. John Leguizamo.
I'm just saying, as far as destruction goes, he said his first marriage was one of those hurricane marriages. There was a lot of sucking and blowing, but at the end he lost his house. So you don't want one of those.
Yep. And they always have names too. So
they do mostly have female names. Yeah. So toxic masculinity is used in academic and media circles to discuss masculinity that it associates it to a harm to society and men themselves. And nothing is a worse harm to society than letting probable killers get off because of their gender. Which, how many women throughout history have benefited from that? When murder was a masculine monopoly. Now Casey Anthony and all those other stories of women drowning their babies is sad. It makes me sad. I just want men to be the killers.
I can't think of one guy that drove his pickup truck full of children into a lake. But
whole school bus.
I read a lot of books by John Douglas, and he wrote a book called The Cases That Haunt Us, where he basically goes over cases that happened before we were alive and tries to profile them. One of them was Lizzie Borden, and one of the things that was hard about that investigation is, you're absolutely right, at that time it's hard to square a woman with what actually happened in the house. They're like, there's no way she could have done this. And when you're talking to them back then, you want to be polite. You can't use derogatory language. You can't overly push them to give a confession. But hell, I mean, if anyone could do it, sure hell could have. I mean, women are capable. Men, the biggest mistake you make is thinking that a girl cannot kill you. They can. You don't have the guts. They do. Oh, they do. They will.
A Cleopatra sounds great until she gets access to your bank account.
Yeah.
They'll ruin your life.
Pyramids are mine. But I can tell you this. The definition of toxic masculinity, you already went through that, right?
Yeah.
I'm fine with the definition. The problem that I think that I have with a lot of definitions is that either A, the left will change the definition to match what their narrative is, or they don't really adhere to the definition and what they go after. I think there's a lot of behaviors that I think men should have. We are supposed to be more, a little stronger, rough around the edges, more aggressive. It's in our nature. I'm not saying that forgives violence, but we're supposed to be protectors, right? Gatherers. We're supposed to be a little more like that. So I don't think that it's right for the left to attack any kind of semblance of masculinity as being toxic. I think now they're just using the word toxic in front of anything masculine.
Yeah, it's being weaponized against men. Though back at the Lizzie Borden murder case, which she was found not guilty, but she was guilty. Back when she was the prime suspect. And I mean, it's easy to believe she did it. It's not like she spent a lot of time looking for the real killer.
One-armed man, I knew it.
The one-armed man.
Yeah.
He can swing that axe like no one.
Yeah, because that one arm's like giant. All that toxic masculinity went right into his bicep.
So talking about that, is this just a Western issue? Because you see pictures of like Putin, and he's like fishing with his hands.
Bareback riding a grizzly bear.
Fishing with a knife in his mouth.
Yep, with a piranha in his mouth and cut with his teeth.
and then
Obama, here comes Obama. He had that damn bike with the basket full of posies. Right? Just ding, ching. How you gotta do it?
Safety's first.
Tell me you didn't think that Putin was gonna body slam that guy.
Oh God. He'd probably he'd take off his shirt and rustle him. So what does this
shirt
mean?
Weighs more than Obama.
The rule, he operates with the rules of the Chronicle of Riddick.
Yeah.
Like anything you kill, you keeps.
Yeah.
He's like wearing actual bodies of all those double agents he's taken out in Europe.
Man, don't worry. We got this defunct politician from Chicago. He'll take you down.
And then, I mean, if the future of America is left up to Antifa defending it.
Well, if you look at like if you look at the generation, the greatest generation, right? World War II, right? You see them getting ready to go to D-Day, hard men getting ready to go do hard business. And then if we get into like a war with China, are they going to be afraid of the Americans that we have to enlist to come help us out? You know, they'd show up there saying, "I can't really have dairy, and I'm supposed to eat these Tide Pods in between each what do they call them, missions raids?"
A bunch of soy boys saying,
Yeah.
I was going to punch a Nazi, but I can't fight a communist.
I don't like using rifles because of the combustible materials make air pollution. Like, hello.
But if you let me charge into battle with my trash can shield,
Yeah, my trash can shield and my gas mask. And I won't even wear a shirt. It just drags me down. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Well, actually, the more we talk about it, we need to save masculinity.
Yeah.
Point made. Boom.